everybody doing today? It's a it's a cold day outside in Michigan here, but it's sunny, so I'll take it. Anyway, I'm Karen the Lake Stamper here in Grand Blanc. How are you today? I'm basically wanting to do some more fun stuff with what? Oh my gosh. I want to make a gift bag to go magenta True Love card. What do you think? I think this is so gorgeous, and I just wanted to show this off, and I think this is just I just love it. I just love the way it looks, and we can do some coloring. It won't be outrageous, so you won't be coloring the whole paper. I mean, you could, but then you'd probably have a cocktail because it took so long, right? Hi, Susan. Hey, Janice, how you doing? Yeah, so I wanted to do something that we could really incorporate some giving for, obviously, for Valentine's or maybe a thank you. This will fit any of the Bath and Body Works, any of your fun little lotions that you want to do. And I love it. I think it came out so pretty. And it's a great idea to use some leftovers, and that's what I'm doing here. Is I'm using some leftovers. So let me get going on here. Let me see if anybody's following me here. So I think you guys are. So yay, that's so much fun. Oh my God, I'm live. It's like, oh my God, this is Karen live. Okay, so let's see. Where do I find me? That's always the fun part. Let's see. While I'm waiting for some people to get on, I will see if I can see you guys on my desktop. I know, right? Okay, and there I am. Okay. I'm trying to see if I can see your comments, but it looks like my comments I'll be able to see here. Right on the phone. Okay, so anyway, this is a really easy card. It doesn't take but a second to do. Really, in the coloring, it literally only took me 5 minutes. We're going to use a couple of my faves. Okay, we're going to use the magenta light and dark combo. I'm using Old Olive dark, and I'm going to use some Granny Apple. I just think that when you're highlighting light and dark, you can really see how pretty these colors really pop. I mean, when you see the pretty darkness of the stamen and then how it lightens up, and it just came out so pretty. So another thing is I used some of my leftovers from my curvy when I made this. I had some leftovers, and we're definitely going to use these because I don't want to waste them because I colored them. So the first things first, if you've got a tool right here like I do, a scoring tool, let's get that out. This is a real simple card. It doesn't take but a second to do. If you know your math and your ruler size, you'll be just fine. So the first things first, we're going to use a 12 by 12. You're not going to do any cutting. Isn't that great? And get your little scoring tool. The first one is at 2. Let me get this so you can see it. 2 7/8. All right. Let me get the bigger ball on this one. 2 7/8. All right. The next one is at 5 3/4. Nice. And then the next one is at 8 5/8. And then the last one here, 11 1/2. Okay. That little baby. Now we're going to turn this. We're going to turn it once. And we're going to do it at 2 inches. Score right at 2 inches, okay? So there's my score. I'm going to score it right at 2. And you'll be able to see why in a second, okay? Nice score. And then the next one, we're going to score one more time. We're just going to turn this over. And we're going to score this at 10. Okay? And that's it. Just make sure it's right at its... There we go. I'll try to put this down so I don't move it. Okay, now that's it for our scoring today. See, we're doing football. That's our score. Okay. Oh, it kill me. All right, so you've got both sides. You can do either side, okay, but I really want this to be shown. All right, so the first things first, let me fold this so you can actually see the score lines a lot better, okay? So we're gonna score all these sides, and you'll see exactly what I have here, okay? You'll have this little baby score line right here, okay? You've got this huge score right here, and then in a second you're going to see the way that this little bag comes together, because they're all going to have 4 score lines, okay? And I'll show you that in just a second. There we go. Okay, now when you see that, you'll see how big it's about 2 inches, maybe 2 1/4, and that's going to be your bag. Isn't that great? Isn't that cute? All right, now you see this little tiny part here, this little guy here? Okay. Before we do anything, hold that thought for just a minute, because I want to first do the folding this area here. So don't worry about that quite yet. Obviously, I want this to be shown, okay? So I am going to just fold, and you'll see a pretty little stripe, okay? Now you're going to fold on the score line that is smaller than these, okay? Don't fold on these guys, because this is the actual bag. So you can do either side. I just pulled this one. I'm just going to score this, and I'm going to use my bone folder. Isn't that pretty? Isn't that so pretty? And now you can see how your beautiful beautiful bag is coming together, right? Isn't that pretty? And if you didn't want this side, all you have to do is refold this, put it on this side, and then you've got your stripes, okay? Just a little FYI. Now, we have folded this. It looks pretty cute. What I'm going to do, though, is I know, it's exciting. What are we going to do next? So this one little area here, I'm just going to do a little cut right here at the very end. I'm just going to do a wedge cut, and that's it. Now this one over here, okay, you see that one here? I'm going to do a cut. I'm going to get rid of him. I don't need him. He's a goner. Okay? And you have to be careful where you did your little scoring, especially if you've got paper like I do, but you can handle it. Now I'm going to try to turn it on this side. Maybe you can see it better, but here's my one. Okay, here's one cut, 2 cut, and 3 cut. Now you're going to get the idea of what this is going to be for. This is obviously for the bottom of our little bag, and that's it. That's all you had to do was cut that, and then cut that one piece off, and bam. Okay, now see this? I know this is exciting. We've got all this cutting done, so put your scissors away. Now what we want to do here is, because we want this to really stay, grab your tear tape. All right, so grab, I know it matches my nails so pretty, this little color. I mean, I don't have magenta, but I have the pink. So you can put all kinds of things in here. You could put some candy. You could put some Bath and Body Works, like I said before. You could put a flask in here, I guess. Whatever blows, whatever floats your boat here. So I put my tear tape. I'm just going to take the top off of these, hopefully. You're doing live, right? And I'll take this one off first. Oh, good. One. Oh, I love when they go off fast, don't you? I know, right? And these are good. Tear tape will really make your little bag sturdy. So definitely use your tear tape, even if it's a pain to take off, right? So the very first one is to really just fold this really nice. And that is going to be the trim of our bag. Isn't that pretty? I love that. It's so pretty. Okay, now you're seeing what's going on. This is the bottom. Okay, this is the body of it, and this is the top. So all you're going to do now is you're going to fold it. And oh my gosh, you're almost done. So I always say that. I know, right? So you see that little area right here? Oh, I do too. I love it, Gina. I just love the magenta. Right here is where you're going to put some more tear tape. So take your tear tape. And what I like about the black and white, this True Love, it's really, I mean, you can do so many things with all of these really pretty colors. And you can, I mean, even though they're black and white, you can do Daffodil Delight, or you could do any of the springtime flowers or roses, or any color that you love to really jazz this up. This would be great for the Easter holiday too. Okay, so there we go, another tear tape. So take this off. Obviously, it'll hopefully come off quickly. Super. Yes. Now we're all, look at that. This is the body of your card. Look at that. Card. I always say it's a card. It's a box. Look. Isn't that great? Yay! Okay, now what I suggest you do is you pick a side that you like. Okay, let's just pick one of these guys. I won't pick the seam area, so I'm going to pick. I think I'm going to pick this side right here. All right. Now you see that what you want to do is, okay, you've got this one area. It's a little bit easier to color than waiting to put it on and hoping that you don't mess up. All right. Not that we would ever mess up, right? Because we are perfect. Okay. I know, right? Now this is going to match our little cards. I've got 2 cards and now I've got 2 little bags. I mean, that's pretty cool, right? So, okay, so let's see. I'm going to just do a couple of the flowers. I don't have to do a lot. I'm going to use my light color first. And the reason I use my light color first is, first off, I don't care where I'm going to be going as far as coloring because this flower is so big. I don't have any problem just following the lines of the flower, because once this dries, I really want to use the dark magenta combo and in the Stampin' Blends, and I really want it to accent the inside of the flower. I'm a master gardener, and it's really pretty when you can really put a depth into the flowers itself. At least I think so. So let me get this going here. Perfect. And I will tell you that you could do a couple of these or none at all. And you could do a die cut using some extra paper, which is what I've done as well. But I actually thought that just doing one of the flowers, look at that. So I've got that in a simple color, all right? And what I want to do is I want to just use my dark magenta blend. And really, all I'm going to do here is I'm just going to follow those lines, and I'll show you this up close in just a second. And you'll think it's all messy, right? You'll think, oh my God, that's so messy. Wait till it dries. And when it dries, that's when you see that depth of the flowers. Like, look at those flowers there. See that? See how pretty? The depth of those flowers make it look like it's almost three-dimensional. It looks so pretty. It looks like you actually painted it yourself. I know, right? Nothing else to do. So I painted some flowers. Now I'm going to use I know, I kill me. I'm going to use the Granny Apple, and I'm going to use I use the bigger brush just for bigger strokes, a little bit faster. And it's going to, even though it goes on, it looks like it's going on dark, like a mossy meadow. It's really not. It's going to lighten up in just a second. And it's so pretty. I mean, look how pretty this is. Look how pretty this is. All right, now there we go. Nice, and I think the leaves are probably the only thing that might give you a little bit of problem because you do want to stay within the lines. And again, let's use that light color, and then let's bring out the dark olive in just a second here. So let me just finish this one. And you really only need to do one flower. That's it. And here I am chatting away. Right? I'm chatting away and I'm done. Look. Now I'm going to, I see a little bit of pink that I missed, so I'm just going to do a little bit of pink there. There we go. Now let's go to our olive, okay? We've got this beautiful olive color. I'm going to use again, the smaller brush, just for a smaller brush stroke. I really want the lines of the leaves to be seen. But really just, I mean, do it, don't get all crazy thinking that it's gonna look awful. You could do it really fast and smudgy, and it's gonna dry, and it's gonna look gorge. Okay, look at that. See, look how pretty that is. So pretty. Besides, it's gonna have a little gift inside. Somebody better like that, right? I know. And then if you think it's too dark, go back with your light color, okay? And then just go over it again. And it's amazing what your Stampin' Blends will do. And they'll just blend this all again. And before you know it, you've got a beautiful flower. Now, I'm pretty much done with that flower. That didn't take long, right? And so all you want to do now is maybe grab some Winkostella. Watch your wink, because little Winky does like to, gosh, it'll spill all over. So, you know, give it a little heads up here. Make sure it doesn't spill all over, okay? And what I also did is I took some of the stamens that are in the black and white, and I gave them a little bit of a shot of Winkostella, okay? Just intermittently, doesn't matter. You could be on the other side as well. It'll make the paper pop a little bit more. And just having that one flower is amazing. Give it a nice little blow dry there. Okay. Okay, now. Oh, hi there. Huh? So look at this. So look at this. So now we've got this. Now, when you're going to be putting like a Bath and Body Works or your Pinot Grigio in here or whatever, what you want to do is, I mean, it is football season tomorrow, so what the heck. What you want to do is you want to really put some tear tape on this. The heavier that you put on, the better that, especially for the heavier items. A lighter item, obviously like candy or something like that, you wouldn't have to worry too much. You don't have to worry about taping these guys. I would just tape this one. So let's just do a little tear tape on that. We're just tear taping everything today. I know, right? So I'm tear taping, and you're gonna love this, I know. And again, let's take your little tool and get that tear tape right off. And that one came off. Oh, I love when it comes off live quickly. And then we're just going to fold. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, now you'll see I've got one. Now, if I decide I want to do more, I can, but right now I really like that it's just a onesie. So now what you want to do is you take your index fingers and you want to pinch. All right? You want to pinch this down and give it a little bit of a scoring of yourself so it stays pinched. Look how pretty these are. Look! Now, I used Magenta Madness for my bow, and unless you're having a nervous breakdown, you definitely want something to make this stay, okay? So I just grabbed a length, I don't know. I've got a lot of Magenta Madness. So I'm going to, and this is where you're going to have to keep it, like strangle it so it'll stay, because people, it's hard enough to make a bow, right? But it's hard enough when you've got a little bag that doesn't want to listen to you. All right, so I'm just going to make a little tiny bow. I might have needed more, a little bit more. Oh gosh, oh my gosh, it came out perfect. Oh my gosh, it came out perfect on Live, OMG. Okay. I know bows are probably the most stressful. I don't need a lot of that. I just need a little bit. Oh, look at that. Look, look, look. Now, what I did do, and I don't often do, is I do have a die cut. And my buddy Sandy, who, if she's on here, she knows I don't like to do my own, this is my own fussy cutting, not a die cut. I fussy cut it, I colored it. I don't usually do that, but I did do that on these little cards, and wouldn't it be nice to have, I had some extra. So you could either, this is another idea, you could turn this around and you could put this on here as your die cut and pop it up, which is what we could do here on this side. Or you could shadow it. If you find the exact area of the same cut, you could shadow that as well. And that would be just as pretty. Look at that. Look how pretty that is. But what I had was my leftovers from my mini curvy that I did yesterday. Okay, and I wanted to do a little bit of a trim. I did a little bit bigger trim here. I'm going to do a little bit smaller trim on this one, and I think this is about 2 and almost 3 inches. It looks like 3 inches when it's all said and done, but I'm just going to eyeball it, which is great. Look at that, it came out real pretty. Now let's just grab a snail. Literally just doing this in minutes. I can't believe it. How pretty that came out. Look at that. So that's got that little bit of color. You don't need a lot of color. Again, use your leftovers. I mean, I colored this so pretty the other day. I hated to waste it. So look what I get to use it on. I know, right? So again, I don't feel like getting a trimmer out. I know, right? So I eyeballed it and it'll work. It'll work. I know it will. Okay, so here's my piece. I'm just going to put this as a nice trim on my beautiful stripes. Look at that. And see, wasn't that a quickie? Now, I think I will put this on here. I think I'm gonna pop this up. I'll do it a little bit different. Let's do that. Let's pop something up here. Let me see where my dimensionals are. And they are not as handy as I thought they would have been. Okay, so I'm just going to put a few of these dimensionals right on the back here. There we go. And did anybody say how stressful it is to do a live? I mean, my buddies that do it all the time, I don't know how you do it sometimes. I don't know. Oh my God. Thank you for watching, you guys. I really appreciate it. I mean, you know, it's, okay, so, no pressure, right? I did do the Wink of Stella on these, as you'll see that, and then you'll see the darkness of the dark olive with the granny apple, and then you'll see the darkness. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you, Carmen. Don't be stressed if you're doing, oh, thank you, Gina. I needed that little, thank you so much. It's like I get like, oh my God. All right, so anyway, look at darkness and see how that dark, the dark magenta really did a nice inside the flower, and then the lighter magenta combo. Believe in yourself. You got it, Carmen. And then the lighter one looks so pretty with the outside of the flower as well. Isn't that's gorge? Okay, so we're gonna take this. Now I did let that dry, and I've got the Wink of Stella on that as well. Now you could outline this, like I said, there's a flower that matches this, but if not, what I do is I'm just going to accent that with the flower that I already have on here. So it's kind of three-dimensional, you know? And I'm just gonna lightly put it and see if I like it. Oh my God, who wouldn't like this? I mean, I think it's gorgeous. Now, we've got to add some we've got to add some matching embellishments because they have to match our little card. I know, right? They have to match the card and all that fun stuff. So let's get some cute little dimensionals on here. I'm doing silver right now. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And I'm going to just put some right in the stamen, right in the middle there, where the Wink Stella was. And you don't have to do a lot. You can do, actually you can do one in the black and white as well. I'm going to do one more here, and I'll just do one more, and bam. Look at that. Look how pretty those are. Look at that. Oh, they're so gorgeous. And see, a nice little thin trim of the colors that accent the colors that you're using. Now this one is another die cut that I did. I know, I can't believe it. Oh, it's my own die cut. I cut it out myself is what I did. I didn't have a die cut. It was my scissors. Oh, geez. And then, of course, this little guy here. So now, look at that. Look how pretty that is. What a great little gift. It's probably going to my daughter. But, you know, isn't that gorgeous? I mean, so pretty. Oh, you have both of these. Oh, that's great. That's super. Yeah, I just love how these come out. These are quick little bags for you to do. Take some of your old 12 by 12. Your daughter will be, I know she will. She better be, Carmen. I know. But take some of your old 12 by 12s that you don't like and try this first, okay? So if you're not sure about the measurements, etc., all you have to do is maybe try it on something you don't really like, and then when it turns out great, you'll go, oh my God. But always do it on something crappy that you don't like, right? And then before you know it, you're gonna love and then do it on some really pretty cardstock that you feel confident with. So anyway, I hope you liked this video, and thank you so much for watching, all you ladies. I really appreciate it. It was so much fun, and thanks for the moral support. I really appreciate that too. I really do appreciate all the time and effort that you guys sit there and watch and comment. It really means a lot to me. Oh, thanks, Carmen. It means a lot that somebody takes the time to comment or just say, hey, you know, thanks for sharing. Thank you, Gina. Because it makes me feel like, oh, okay, they like this. So anyway, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Strong women stick together. Yeah. Woo. All right, you guys. Well, have a great afternoon, okay? And thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. All right. You take care. All right. Bye. Oh, bye, Carmen.